Hello everyone and welcome. It's KeeperMC and we continue our exploration on the oldest anarchy server in Minecraft, 2b2t. In the previous episodes, we were still trying to find a place to stay, and to be honest, it took me I don't know, lots of time to actually find any village. I was traveling probably through the new chunks, like the new freshly generated, because they were loading quite slow. And yeah, there were like lots of forests, small rivers, oceans, lots of swamps and stuff like that. But we seemed to find finally a village. And I already had a quick run across it, and it seems that it actually has pretty different types of villagers, not only the farmers and um, like those smelters or how they are called, but also the librarian, and I think I saw the priest as well. So yeah, I think that's gonna be a place for us to stay. Well, we would not build a base here definitely, but we will try to slightly terraform the place, improve it so that the villagers themselves could actually reach easier one to another, and of course also for our own convenience, so that it's easier for us to navigate and move and do the business, let's say. So yeah, lots of wood, lots of terraforming, lots of crafting, and that's finally something serious we will do. And actually I have no idea where to start, because we have our full inventory and plenty of possibilities. Well, I think the first thing I will start with is going to be gathering some wood, because usually when I'm playing near the village, of course, if you are like loading those chunks, it's not only the villagers which are going to live their life, but also the monsters at night. And of course, we do not want to lose any villager in that way. So we need to build a fence across the village, and then of course put them torches all around so that the monsters would not spawn inside. And I think with that being said, we need to find um, some place for us to place some uh, chests, and then we can start. And of course, yeah, there's lots of farms with different types of crops, so we will get a proper supply of food for sure. What about creating our chest on the roof of this building? I think it's actually not a bad idea. We would only need to build some ladders probably inside somewhere, so that it's easy for us to go up every time. Maybe right here, or maybe somewhere outside. Looking for your friend, right? Okay. Yeah, I really don't know where to start. Yeah. Or maybe we could actually continue this wooden path and build some sort of a small house of our own, and maybe put them chests and the furnaces and stuff like that in there. Or maybe on this hill. No idea. Yeah, the terrain is a little bit strange, so I'm not sure. Okay, let me think for a moment and then we'll see. Alright, I think for now it's enough of us thinking, and we can start with putting our temporarily chest right here on this corner, on this bridge, let's say, and then we will start building our temporarily house right in the middle of the lake. And of course all the terraforming and stuff is going to place right here, but a bit later. Alright, so how many wood do we have? 8. We need a bit more to craft the first chest, because for now we can only create a crafting table. Well, fair enough for the start. And let's go and chop some trees. Well, I think the first one could be this, because it seems that it's actually slightly breaking the roof of this house. So we'll need to take care of this eventually in any case. But why waiting when we can start right away? And of course the night starts again, so we should be careful and watch out for those villagers, because of course they could easily die if we won't pay enough attention to the monsters spawning. Alright, block of coal, some things, some bones, these things, this obsidian, the potion, the mushrooms. Lots of things to be put away for the moment. Let's also put a torch. Well, we will need some furnaces, so we'll need to grab some and of course I think we will not eat the carrots, so we can just take some fresh wheat and craft ourselves some bread. I think that would be a good idea for now. And of course, yeah, for now we do not have a place to put our bed, so we will also put it away for a moment. Okay, let's go and check if there are any leaves left to be broken. And of course we will make sure to replant them trees, but maybe slightly at a distance away from the village, because I have some like strange experience, well, not strange, but actually experience in trying to defend a village by creating a proper fence around it. All the things were considered, well, except the trees. And suddenly it appeared that some monsters could actually spawn on the trees, like zombies and creepers. And then of course they just notice the villagers fall down and then do their job. So yeah, it's better not to keep them dark trees inside the village, but of course trees with the torches on also look fishy, so we will also not do that. And of course, if at any moment of the time you will find this village being rebuilt, probably already left by me, then I would really want to ask you not to destroy it, but maybe make it even better. Maybe rebuild something, improve some structures, do some trades with the villagers. Whoa, that was fast. Why he was so scared? Just teleported. And I also wonder if I will decide maybe to move the houses, I mean totally destroy and rebuild them somewhere else. Will the villagers like consider them being a home? Because I know in the newer versions of Minecraft, villagers actually look for the sleeping place, basically a bed, or maybe some specific piece of furniture, like to occupy the space. But in this older version, there's not always something inside of the house. I mean, there are mushrooms, like what? So I wonder if I will destroy a house, will they new will they like use the renewed one? But of course, there's only one way to know it, so let's make ourselves some food at first, and then we'll start with the rest. We will definitely need some more trees, like to be cut and replanted, so lots of work to be done here. And I also consider that if, for example, with the farmers we can just trade them their own crops, well, of course we do the job to get them, so it's quite fair, but with some others we will actually need to, for example, get some coal. Well, I mean, we have some blocks, but it won't last forever, so we could actually go to the caves, and of course we'll maybe find something interesting, some valuable resources. Of course, speaking about the diamonds at first, because we still, I think, do not have enough to craft a full set, and the tools. So that's also something we might do in the near future. Okay, let's see. Luckily on the 2B2C the monster like spawn rate is not that huge, so they are not spawning like all the time, because when you're playing when you're playing a single player game they are just spawning all around, especially if you're getting lucky to kill one zombie, then they may try to spawn in a horde and then it just never stops. So yeah, at some point it's easier for now to maintain, let's say. But why these torches do not give any light? Is it? Yeah, it's a black wool. Interesting choice, to be honest. But we can actually maybe continue the stylistics of this village and grab the same black wool and build the same lanterns, because why not? We can assume the villagers actually like such, maybe this is their tradition. So who are we to break it? For now we are here only to do the business. Okay, how many do we have? We will have some pieces of bread and lots of potatoes. And we do not have any stone to actually do to craft a furnace, so we might need some. Yeah, but I think we actually had some shrooms not used, and of course, considering that we will have a stacks of normal food, we do not need to keep them shrooms, because that was more of an emergency food in the nether. So we can actually try to use that first. There's actually plenty of animals. Maybe that's the reason why the mobs, like skeletons and zombies, are not spawning, because there's too many living creatures in these chunks already. Well, easier for us. So we will will need to plant them trees. Okay, yeah, let's maybe use them shrooms. Let's okay, we'll have 4. Let's just do lots of soup and use it as long as we will need. So it's another morning and we need some stone, right? So we do not, okay, we have 1. Actually, it would not be a bad idea to find an E-chest, but probably we won't because we're quite away from the explored chunk, so most probably people are not going to, well, people were not traveling these chunks, and of course that's why we will not find any. But we still have some obsidian, so maybe we can actually go to the nether, try to find the bastion. I'm still actually not sure if they're called the bastions, but I hope you're getting the idea. And then maybe we will find some blaze rods to finally craft ourselves an E-chest. Even if we will not have this silk touch on our pickaxe, it will be still fine by me to just keep one at this base and maybe craft one extra as long as we'll decide to leave. Because of course getting a silk touch might not be an easy way. It will require us lots of levels of experience, but who knows? I mean, we will trade with them villagers, we'll do some things, we'll go to the caves. So most probably for a few next episodes we will stay right here, doing them all the good things. Yeah, and I think I will try to move this house away from here because it's just not right. Or maybe I will remove the farm instead. We'll see. And of course at some point I will just sit back and relax while fishing. So maybe we'll find some cool items also in that way. Alright, so this level of dirt doesn't seem to be necessarily, so we start with removing that. Layer by layer we will work on this village to become perfect, well, or at least better than it's for now. Okay, let's get some more wood away from the village. And don't be afraid to see that I'm just cutting the trees without planting them. I'm still collecting the saplings because, as I mentioned previously, I don't want to have trees inside the village, like inside the fence I'm planning to build. So I will plant them as long as I will decide how far the fence will be away from the village, and then of course I'll put them trees around. Oh, and it's so satisfying that we are finally able to stop and like not run, not swim, not being in the not being in the nether. It's been a long time, so yeah. Finally we can let our legs to rest for a little and put them hands to work. And with that being said, I think this could be it for this episode. I will continue do some small steps in order to improve this village. We will also need to come up with the name for this village eventually, but okay, that's not at the moment. So yeah, what I wanted to say is thank you for watching. And if you like what you are seeing, of course, be sure to like and subscribe. And if not, of course, you can easily smash that dislike button, but I would encourage you in that case to put some comments so I can see what is that I can improve. Because of course, there's definitely a lot I can do better. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you back in the next episode. Bye bye everyone.